for joining me today, everyone. I just want to kind of show you what we need to get started. Just some cheap plastic ornaments that you can pop the tops off pretty easy. I sometimes get my husband or my son to help me with this part, but they should come off fairly easy. You need some Aileen's original tacky glue. It works fabulous. Any size yarn and any size crochet hook that you want to use is fine. You just want your chain to not have huge gaps in it. So let me show you how to start this. For those of you that know how to crochet, you're just going to do a chain stitch. There's the end. So you're going to wrap it around, pull it through. You don't necessarily need a long tail for this. These are ergonomic hooks. This is a 6mm, and this is just a worsted weight yarn. And there's really no measuring or anything like that involved. So I've made my beginning loop. I'm gonna grab the yarn and pull it through. I hope you guys can see this really well. And I'm just gonna do that until I have quite a few chains done. I want this to be super long, so just keep going, just like that. Try to keep them about the same size. The more uniform they look, the nicer that your finished product will be. So just keep going. You can see you can do that really quickly. This is great for car rider lines. So once you've got quite a bit done, as you can see here, I've really gotten quite a bit done here. And what you're gonna do, the one that you've already popped the top off of, you're just gonna take your Aileen's, and I like to start at the top on these. Take your Aileen's and just put a small circle around the top. Take the end with the knot. Now you have a front of your chain and the back of your chain. The back has these small bumps. We're gonna put that small bump into the glue. Now this tail doesn't really matter. We're gonna just glue over it. See how we're doing that? Now the first row, you may have to hold it for a minute just to get it to stick. Look, you already started going around and around, and this goes so fast, you'll be amazed. Looks like my glue's almost empty. I've done quite a few of these already. Just keep it so that your chain is upright and keep going. Really close to that first row. Try not to get your fingers in the glue. And I apologize, I should have opened a new glue before I started this video. See, just keep going, and I've covered that tail up. And you just want to keep it really neat and keep those rows pushed up together. Okay, I don't think I have to hold that down anymore at the top, but you can see you're just going to go all the way around. This is really great idea to use up scraps. So if you have just really, small amounts of yarn left, this is a great idea to use up scraps to try to do a unique color scheme for your tree. Or if you just want that homemade look, something that looks like it's been knitted, this is another great way to achieve that. Now I want to show you, I do not have this cut at the end. I still have my hook and my loop on it, so that if I do get to the end and I need more chains, I can just pick up my hook and keep going. Just making sure that the back is towards the back, and I will continue around. This one you can see, I've already started gluing it, and then I ran out of my chain. But since I still have my hook on my yarn, I can actually make it bigger while it's sitting there. And just keep going, keep going. If you have a child, teach them to do this stitch. It is so easy. And once they have this down, they'll move on to other stitches and other projects. But this is the basic chain stitch. You can see I've already started getting some glue on my fingers. And then just keep going until you think you have enough. So you can see I'm almost to the end, and I'm just continuing around. I'm pushing them towards the previous row just to keep them snug. If you did have a darker color that you were covering, you don't want it to show, or something super bright that doesn't match your yarn. So just keep pushing them together, just like this. I'll make sure and put links in the show notes so that you'll be able to find all the different items that I've used. You may actually have most of these laying around. I'm trying to keep this glue off of my fingers because it does dry hard, and I don't want that into the yarn. So just keep going. And you can see it literally only takes a few minutes to make. Now I'm here at the end. I'm literally just going to cut this chain. And push it down into the glue. And that's it. So for this part, I'm going to pull off that broken one and just make a knot. And then you can start on your next ornament. For the top, just pop this back on. Oops. Just like that. And let it sit and dry. And then you have an ornament in your custom color for your custom tree. What do you guys think? Let me know. Find me on Facebook. I'll put some links in the show notes, and I'd love to see the ones that you create. But doesn't it look like you sat and knit this whole thing on here, and all you did was a single chain crochet?